Last year, I set a goal of posting for 52 weeks straight, and I'm stoked to say that this is the last video of the year to accomplish this goal that I set. And it was just an awesome journey of literally once a week publishing on YouTube, not for nobody else, not to grow, not to monetize, not to do anything for anyone else except for me to say, hey, I committed to something and I'm going to see it through to prove to myself that I can. And after this video goes out tonight, that will be 52 weeks straight of publishing. And that was one of only my 2 goals for last year. I said I wanted to publish weekly and I wanted to do a triathlon. So I accomplished the publishing weekly, but I did not accomplish the triathlon, which for a couple of reasons, I'm okay with that not have happened, not have happening, not for that not have had happened. But I wanted to now kind of record a video looking forward to the next year and kind of thinking about what my goals are. So this was a goal setting outline for something my girlfriend and I did over about a course of about 4 hours, and it helped me to clarify what my goals are. And now that I've started talking to people about it, one of the most interesting kind of themes around what my goal is for this year is to go back to life before the internet. Because in the last little bit of time, I've developed the ick for the internet across the board, and I just really am having a lot of trouble with everything online. It's overwhelming. I feel like I'm getting sold to all the time. I feel like it's not actually helping. I think there are positive elements to the internet, but I think it's also detracting from a lot of people's lives. And I really just think that it's time to unplug. And so for me, that kind of manifests in a couple ways and in my goals for this year. But I wanted to just kind of talk about that and my thoughts about the internet, because and my goal for going back to time before the internet. So the way that I'm thinking about this is that I want to spend less time on my screen. So I'm trying to get down to, well, first of all, I just deleted everything from my phone. So no Instagram, no TikTok, Facebook I annoyingly still have because I'm trying to sell some of these things over here, and I just wanted to get gone. So I cleared out all the shelves that were in here previously, but now I need to get rid of all the other things from the Live a Great Story warehouse, which is all this stuff. So unfortunately, I'm still on Facebook Marketplace, and it's quite annoying. I'm ready to get off of it, but I've also unsubscribed to all the emails. I really just want to not look on a screen. I want to read on my Kindle. I want to talk to people. I want to go to a bookstore and flip through a magazine. I don't want to take notes on my phone. I want to carry around a notepad. I want to write people letters. I just want to do as much as I can old school style, because I think it just is overwhelming to be on a screen all the time. Now, granted, now that I've deleted all those other things, I'm spending a ton of time on messages, which is really cool, sending people voice messages and video messages, which feels super good. I don't necessarily count that as a negative thing, because I do just, the other side of this is that my goal is to be a better friend this year. So that doesn't mean liking and sending an easy DM. It means calling someone, sending them a 5-minute voice message. It means video calls. It means actually touching base, getting coffee, slowing down. So all those things are really good. And of course, technology makes that better, but it had that time because I'm not using it on social media anymore. So really another way that this looks like getting offline is organizing and hosting and attending events in person. So IRL stuff, it's back to IRL as much as possible. And one way that I stay really present in this is I just leave my phone in the car all the time. I just hate having my phone on me. I don't want it in my pockets. I don't want my brain thinking about it at night. I just turn it off, put it in the car, and I leave it offline as much as possible. So that's another big piece of this. And then another way I'm going back is just thinking about hosting and how do I host events that encourage connection and in-person energy that like is not founded on the internet. So like, is it, and I don't exactly know what this looks like. So kind of been thinking about some of the stuff for Live a Great Story. I want to host stuff. I want to organize things. I want to get people together and like be creative and do things, but I don't want it to run through Partyful or Posh or some sort of Facebook event. I don't want people on their phones when I'm hosting anything. No phones. Like, you check into an event, you leave your phone at the door, you leave it in the car, no phones, like not allowed. And generally just like encouraging people to get off their phones, and then for me personally to read on a Kindle, to go outside more, to take walks, just like fill my time, read a book, write by hand, things like this. I'm trying to figure out how I can not look at a screen when I write, but in general, this is kind of my goal for this year, is to get offline and go back to life before the internet. It's kind of a crazy thing to think about. And like when I talk to people, I'm like, man, I don't understand how this works. I don't either. Like, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that it's time. Like, it's time to unplug. It's time to delete stuff. Yes, you can keep in touch with people, blah, 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 blah. It's all bullshit. It's all stuff that people are telling you that doesn't actually mean it's real. Like, just because these things exist, like, doesn't mean that it makes your life better. You don't need anything more. The internet is all about like selling you on more. You're not enough, and like, it's just not true. You have everything you need. You don't need more. You don't need to read any more books. You don't need to take any courses. You don't need coaching. You don't need nothing. Like, just spend time with yourself, write, journal, like, be alone. Don't, like, of course, keep growing, keep being on your own journey, but like, everything you're hearing from anybody is just like a sales pitch, and I'm done. So I'm not trying to sell you on this. I don't want to sell anything on anybody. I just like, that's another kind of intention I have, is like, as soon as I feel like I'm getting sold on anything, like, out of here. I'm gone. I'm not buying anything that anybody's selling this year. So this is kind of a finale of sorts for posting, and it feels super good. 52 weeks straight of weekly YouTube videos. They're going to keep going, and they're going to keep getting better. I think that's like one of the coolest parts about what I feel for this new year, is just the going deeper on art. So writing better, shooting better, editing better, not marketing though. I'm just going to keep creating for the sake of it and see what happens. But I'm just tired of creating for other people. I want to create for myself. So 52 weeks of videos, check. New goals set. This feels good. And let's start this new year off right. Let's do it. No more sloppy weeknight. No more sloppy Sunday night videos where I'm like, fuck, I gotta post something. Like, let me post it quick. Like, none of that. I don't want to be sitting here on a Sunday night editing stuff. I want to spend Sunday offline. I don't want to be on screens. So, better art, less internet, more love, 2025.